Hello, IK here. Welcome to conclusion. I hope that it is conclusion about Tailwind. Here is one minimal, verified minimal HTML document. What would be good in verifying? Here it is. Look at that code. And okay, it is. I copy it. I'm going to copy and go to validation service. Here it is. Validation service validate by direct input. Here it is. Check. And it is document checking completed, no errors or warnings to show. You must control it in every your document. Any complicated documents, any big documents, but your web pages must be validated because of search engine optimization. It is first step in search engine optimization. Here it is. How it is in browser. Here it is in browser, and we look at in browser, and what we'll see now, we see some padding left. You see welcome that heading 1 level. Who give that formatting? That formatting give browsers, users agent, browsers. There is a style sheet, and it is style sheet of browser who define it here. It is Chrome. Get in to Firefox. Here it is. Here it is. Same document in Firefox, and you can compare. It is different. Why it is different? Because that base, that oven browser's style sheet is different, and because of that, we always. I now spoke about traditional web design, and we need reset existing, and that reset existing style sheet, and in that reset style sheet, we offer our, because our style sheet is over existing, and we use that style sheet. I ask address in artificial. Here it is. Here it is. It is address normalize CSS, and here it is. This file. In that file, you can see all styles. And now refresh. Refresh in here, and now after a refresh, we have all the same, only space of margin left. Document go margin left is 0, it would be visible. Other is same. It means that normalize this reset CSS. Don't reset all. Take a lot of predefined. Take users agent CSS file. Here is a link of, here is a document with the same document, but a link to Tailwind CSS. Here it is. And that is Tailwind means Tailwind would created what we see after with the Tailwind CSS. What does Tailwind CSS? Tailwind CSS does also normalize normalize and give us a possibility of utility classes. It is documents number 2. Look at here. Here it is number 2. Number 2, and after enter, you see what was changed. What was changed, and look at compare with the one. Here is document 2. Here is document 1. Here is document 1. Here is a document 2. Document 2. Here is now it is Tailwind. Here is normalize style sheet CSS normal, and both visible now, but we can see that files and what changes. But here for C is both style sheet changes left, changes space, and very and big differences in age 1. Okay, it is in Firefox. This is version Tailwind. Left is Tailwind. Here is without Tailwind, with normalize. Here is with normalize. Both browser is now normalized.css for a reset, and now both browser, Firefox and both browser is this moment Tailwind. Tailwind, we see differences in Tailwind, and it is a start position for a use tradition. What we see in traditional, I compare traditional CSS and now with Tailwind. Here is styles 1 CSS, but we need normalize. It is traditional. We need the normalize and the style because we don't write it, and we write separate style after normalize. And it is interesting. It is hierarchy, but if I link this before, it would be normalize important, not this my style sheet CSS would not be, there would not be in effect. Here it is. Okay, it is traditional. Only to see styles. Here is address of a font, Google font, what we want, and now we use we declare here what font we want, font family, font size, and it is for all body from one place. It is this style sheet is global, and here it is for age. We have font size 2. For paragraph, we have margin down between the bottom margin. I have 20 pixels, and you look at we write HTML element, and in curly brackets we write style what we want, and it is for all body. Web page is hierarchy. It is flat over flat, and the bottom flat is body. All others is on the body, and on the body, if we create a div, it is the next flat. Inside of div, we create form. It is next flat. In that form, we create element of form. It is next flat. It is hierarchy. And when we said for body, this font family and font size, it is important for, it is now for all flats up of body, for all elements. It is font like that. Of course, in age 1, we said here it is 2rem. It means 2 times more than this is 1. Then we want 2 times more. That would be age 1 from that body. If we want to change, we can change this. Okay, it is global for entire our website. It is global, and when we change his mind, we change what we want here. It is HTML element, and we can write classes for all, etc. It is traditional style sheet work, and now we can see our. Here it is. Here it is. It is M1 page. This one. Yes, and refresh. Now you see. Refresh. Look at for age 1 level. I only specify 2rem size, double than, but I didn't specify spacing around it. Here is also, I didn't specify spacing around it. It means that now I must specify a lot of styles for age 1, spacing, etc., and a lot of for age 2 and for paragraph, for a lot of styles inside the same group. Okay, it is document 1. Now it is principle of style sheet, and of course it was wow. From one place we control complete all our pages, and we must only, in every pages, we must only copy this style sheet, link to style sheet. Every page must have this is one must have this link, and it's all. Every pages have a have a have a format, have design. And now I want to see Tailwind. How Tailwind can be advanced, how Tailwind can win this genius idea. But first of all, Tailwind in background, also all working in this principle. He create for us styles and use style sheet, etc. But it is the same, but it is in background. It is not for us. Tailwind forte of Tailwind. Tailwind is a utility first class. Utility classes first. And how it is possible that it can be better, that it can be miracle after something like a style sheet you see now here, and I see it ago 20, 25 years, and work with that until 10. Okay, let's get see. Let's get see to, it is a document, here it is. Here it is our here it is document of our tail with same document with Tailwind. At first we need only Tailwind, and Tailwind was create base format, what we see. We don't need normalize file here. Tailwind created, and now Tailwind we can take what we want utility class first. And I said ChatGPT that use utility classes, take utility classes that I have same document. And look at what I have. I have text. It is text, and I have here NB5, NB5 because it is button. It is margin bottom. When we see in documentation, it is about 20 pixels. And here is font size. Here is what I have in H1, but now it is utility classes. And here is utility classes. It is margin button 5, margin button 5, also about 20 pixels. And here it is in every paragraph. Utility classes first. We must write utility classes. And of course, copy or not. But what if we have books and if we have 1 million paragraphs in that book, or 500,000 paragraphs? Does it mean that in every paragraph we go by hand and write MB5? I ask myself, what was 1 year ago when I didn't know for artificial intelligence and Tailwind exists? Now I will say all what we see now in coding, I nothing don't code. I only ask from artificial, code me, and I now explain. I now look at every paragraph. It is only a bottom margin, and here it is. But important is that we must write it in every paragraph. Today, it will do Chat GPT for me. I will said in book of thousands of millions paragraph, I will said Chat GPT write class MB-5 utility class, and it is maybe second, it is finished job. When I change mine, I said, okay, remove it and make changes. It is very, very important, this my last observation. Okay, now let's see that in browser. In browser. Now let's go to number 2. No, here it is, number 2. Refresh. And here it is, number 2. Refresh. It is it. It's it. It's it. We have what we have. It is no problems. We have goals. We created our goals with traditional and with Tailwinds. But now is question. Question is, what is the sense? What is advanced that I, in every HTML element, must write utility classes? Something else very, very important. Utility classes is created by separation by concern. One utility classes, there is only one style. Well, you can see in documentation. Only I don't see more than 2 styles very, very, very near. It is, what is it? It is separation by concern. And because of that, we by hand, here it is, look at, a lot of classes. Here is 2 classes. Here is 2 classes. But if we want some more design, we will have more classes. It is like style inline. Style inline. Absolutely. One style, one utility classes. And in every HTML document, write 10, 20 utility classes. And when we have big application, a lot of web pages, different web pages, some pages can be confused, can be full of classes, utility classes, full that we don't see a structure, HTML structure, basic function of HTML. We have no good good display of our structure. It is problem. And how I can say for it that Tailwind is miracle. Yes, I stay and said it and today, and after this my questions. Why I said that this is Tailwind absolutely excellent. At first, if we want some control, Tailwind, there is a possibility to control global, to control, again, to control classes, utility classes, from global. There is a different kind of that globality control, and I try some, and I conclude that if I use globalization in it is like traditional style sheet, and that globalization is more confused because before I have a HTML element, and inside of that, in curly bracket, a lot of style. Now, that global position where I created, it would many of styles in one classes, separate classes. My conclusion is globalization of Tailwind is a catastrophic complication if a site is big, our application is big, a lot of web same as traditional CSS, what is also very complicated when it is grow and long and a lot of style sheet. It very complicated for maintenance, and I said before, naming. Somebody look at in your style CSS different name, etc. And here also, if we go in globalization, and that means that from one place we change utility class for all documents, it is same like before. We go back. We separate styles. Every style is classes. It means and now get back to centralize it. Terrible. It would be very complicated. All changes from one place means that we don't know in big site where we have that style, and maybe in some places we don't change it. It is big. We have not control, and but in a small size, in small site, we can use Tailwind, and in big site also we can use Tailwind, thanks to artificial intelligence. I will not write in 1 million classes, not copy this class. But now, when I have artificial intelligence, it is excellent. It means that my conclusion about Tailwind is absolutely miracle. Why? Because cognitive energy is practically zero. And write directly Tailwind CSS. I use that I write directly, but not me directly. It would be artificial intelligence, right? It would be artificial intelligence, right? It is something excellent, and of course, all cascade sheet you don't thinking about. It is incorporated. It is here. For example, we only change margin button space, and all others is inheritance, is legacy coming from body. But in Tailwind, it is not important for us. You can see all that in background, in places, in elements, in you can see what Tailwind give us. all that CSS, but it is not important. For paragraph, I need bottom margin 20 pixels. I ask artificial what is in utility, what is utility class for that, and artificial write it instead of me. For example, if I have a million paragraph and something inside, I don't need globalization to change that MB file like traditional in style CSS, and now we can do that. No, I said artificial changes, remove, I can say artificial remove all utility classes from, and it is in 1 second removed all. And after that, I can use and ask something other also. HTML structure and Tailwind CSS. And I don't need my cognitive energy like I need in traditional style sheet. Cascade, body, what I said in body, what I said for this div, for this div, for form, for every element of form. Ooh, it is a lot of writing and lot of thinking, concentration, and focus. And in the end, all is catastrophe. I never because I don't like go back and control, but I never had ideal result in it. Here it is excellent, but artificial intelligence in this example changes both sides, provider side and my user side. I use it, I don't write code, I order, I command, I control. And I concentrate what I want, how design, how structure, etc. But provider, authors, producers of Tailwind don't need develop that global possibility of global control, because it is get back to what we have in traditional work with style sheet. And I don't use it because global changes, I can say remove all utility class and let's get again with something else. And it is important because of templates, all that we create own templates and save it and create our archive or our. It is now with artificial. It is not a need. We don't need, and it is a big save of time. Conclusion about Tailwind: excellent, miracle. Use it. Utility class, not first, but only. And of course, don't code you. You are directive. You are command. You're thinking about what you want to see on the screen, on the user interface. And because of that, Tailwind is not knowledge. Tailwind is some speciality, but knowledge is CSS and HTML. And you must know CSS and HTML, because you don't know, give command to artificial intelligence. And it is a theme what I said in previous video about knowledge and some speciality. Deep knowledge is knowledge about CSS, about HTML. But Tailwind is one excellent miracle tool for use style sheet, because style sheet is still behind the scene. Use Tailwind is absolutely energy free. Of course, you must decide spaces. What spaces you want to have up margin around your margin, your paragraph, for example. Your every HTML element, there is a lot of styles: color background, color text, spacing, padding, and margin spacing. And all you must think about that. You must think about that in RAM or M. You think you must hard study, use cognitive energy, but when you know it, you enjoy that your idea work artificial intelligence. And yes, I said providers of tools don't need waste energy and the money to produce more and more advances in globalization, concretely here, because I don't use it. Because we have artificial intelligence for immediately remove all and start with our new idea. Okay. Thank you for watching this video.